Welcome to the Business Warrior Mindset Series. Let's do battle. People. Please pick the right majors in college and the right careers that keep you from sounding bitter later in life. This story is a good reason why. As I was scanning through headlines today, I stumbled across this article where popular 20-year-old social media influencer Addison was supposedly offered a broadcast announcer job from globally known MMA fight promoters. She was so thrilled to do this job, she told her millions of Twitter followers, quote, "I studied broadcast journalism in college for 3 whole months to prepare for this moment," unquote, according to RT.com News. Now, that sounds pretty harmless, right? But nope, journalism majors everywhere are pissed off. Why, you might ask? Their response is why I often stress in my videos that you have to stop being passionate about struggle majors and strategically choose majors with a high likelihood of putting money in your pockets. Let's take a look at a few quotes, then I'll follow up with my take afterwards. Quote, "Addison Rae's post didn't sit well with journalists and some social media users who blasted the 20-year-old for stealing their jobs." Quote, "Stealing jobs from those more deserving? Very classy," someone said in the Twitter post. Another quote, "The audacity. Do you know how many people who are more trained and more qualified who have been studying this and putting their whole life savings into college that you took this away from?" Fumed another. Another quote, "I have a friend who studied for 6 years only to have this shoved in her face? Disgusting." Another quote, "Some people work really hard for jobs like this, and she gets it because she's famous. This is so unfair. I am so sorry to people that have worked their ass off to get into journalism," read another response. And here's another one. Hang on. Here's another quote, too. Where is it? Here we go. Another person wrote, "I went to journalism school for 2 years and interned unpaid for another year and a half after that. Never got hired on and had to switch careers. Thank you for this info," unquote. Now, did you hear what I just read you? You hear all that mess? Is this the kind of major you want to choose? Funny thing is, later, we find out Addison was not actually offered a job at all. She only did one video clip on social media with UFC lightweight star Dustin Poirier, but the sensitive reaction of the journalism majors proves my point. People, especially my brothers and sisters who have been kept as a permanent economic underclass in this world, listen carefully, please. Stop picking struggle majors, period. Unless you're born into wealth or are married to someone who can comfortably take care of all your bills, you cannot afford to pick struggle majors. That's not your journey. That is not your fight. You ain't got a dog in that fight. This world is not a fantasy. It's not a fantasy where you walk down a magical road of unicorns and rainbows and pick any major you want, and the world just happily pays you money. I don't know who spread this nonsense, but people, this world is not friendly. This world loves money. And you should know by now, the love of money is the root of all evil. This world is stingy and only wants to pay for what they need. They don't pay you for your passion because they don't care about your passion. Look at picking a major just like a business plan. In any business plan, you have to identify what kind of people your business is targeting and describe why they should pay for your product or service. Imagine if all these colleges require students to write a graduation plan where they describe what person or company would pay them for the outcome of their major. This would be a big wake-up call for students. Going back to the journalism major, I don't mean any disrespect to those in journalism or those who are majoring right now, but I think most people who major in journalism don't make it. They don't make the cut out there. These people, not just journalism, but any struggle major, need to ask what people or organizations would pay you for your degree and how much would they pay? What percentage of students are successful in that major and how many actually fail and are stuck with student loan debt, right? The hard reality is most don't make it when they pick struggle majors. That's the reality. As you saw in one of the quotes I read earlier, many end up in jobs nowhere near their degree. Yet the student loan debt remains. If you are passionate about a struggle major and you're not wealthy, which is true of the vast majority of our people, then create a secondary long-term plan to pursue that. But I strongly recommend picking a STEM major, or as Kwame Brown often tells his people on his popular YouTube channel, pick a trade that has a high probability of not only paying you, but also giving you the ability to eventually start your own business. There are plenty of electricians who make great pay in their trade. The same is true of automotive technicians, especially those who service electric cars like Tesla. After a few years of making money in one of these fields, then and only then you can pursue your passion. For instance, look at me, look at handsome me, right? So I'm a technology business person specializing in cloud computing and helping major global corporations do digital transformation of their companies from certain kind of business processes and software they have in place now to modern software and modern business processes. So I get paid pretty nice, right? And so I can actually take off 3 to 4 months at a time if I want to and just do a mini retirement and pursue my passion in my spare time or even during that vacation time, right? So even in my spare time now, nights and weekends, I can do stuff on the side as well. I have like several popular social media channels, including, well, this one's I'm building this one here. It's kind of got some low numbers, but I'll build it up pretty quickly. But I have other ones that have like, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of followers or whatever in entertainment, luxury lifestyle, fashion as well. I even made money on the fashion one. I didn't even expect to make that. I made thousands of dollars on that one just out of nowhere. And that's the thing. I didn't even major in fashion. I made money in fashion more than probably a lot of you out there who majored in fashion, right? So the thing is, pick your careers, your majors wisely, people. Choose your life wisely, my friends. The major you choose is the weapon you'll need to fight in this world, because what business is war, including the workplace. I highly recommend a new movie that's out now. What's it called? Oh, I'm sorry. It's called Ice Road by Liam Neeson and that talented brother Lawrence Fishburne. It's an action-packed corporate warfare thriller that is a good lesson on how ruthless companies can be in the pursuit of money, even at the expense of their own employees. So until the next video, warriors, war and peace. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe so we can keep bringing you high-quality, informative content. Check out our online store and visit our website for exclusive content and specials. Until we meet again in the next video, take care.